The difference between us is that I can feel pain.
Sounds like a real boogeyman. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy.
There's someone else in the hotel with us. There's a crazy woman in one of the rooms.
It's got a death curse.
This isn't science. It's more like black magic.
Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper.
Hello, my Night friends. Welcome to a very spooky episode of The Haunted Harvest at Pumpkin Hill Radio. I am your host, Count Wormwood, and with me is my half-human fiend, Dawson Renfield Trailer.
Hey.
Every week here,
Hey guys.
every week here we talk about paranormal madness and everything that goes with it, from esoteric jargon to old, grimoires. We're peeling those open, seeing what ancient secrets they hold, as well as what's happening in contemporary life, like all the UFO stuff lately.
Yeah,
We've been doing some great ghost stuff. I call this the freak
there's
stuff.
like that one thing is like getting close. It's gonna be here in October.
That's what they're
End of
saying.
September.
Oh man, we'll do an update.
And they're saying it's nuclear.
This UFO thing, or this like
they're like, okay,
unidentified-
so it's like nuclear propulsion. It is showing signs of nuclear propulsion.
That's interesting.
Whatever that means.
Well, you're doing
Is that
some
ours?
research. Yeah, is that just that's one coming back?
Mine.
That's one coming back.
I think I sent that.
Yeah, actually, yeah,
I
you
think
might have
that's
said
mine.
that. It's your
For
quote.
sure. I call that one. I call that one.
So yeah, we're at Pumpkin Hill Radio, as we always are. But this is the Haunted Harvest. This is our holiday special for the
it's the
season.
season.
It's the season of Halloween, and we're
It's
doing it
the
right.
season.
We've had a few episodes that were under the unofficial label of Haunted Harvest, but now we're deep in it.
Well, we didn't really know we were in it.
Yeah,
Sometimes you don't know, sometimes you don't know you're in the glory days until you're over.
Yeah, so we're branding it, and we're gonna continue it.
Yeah, we're
This is
rocking,
now
baby.
the golden age. Now, for those listeners that are waiting for our
Yeah.
psychic warfare series that is coming up, we're pushing that back to the cold.
Halloween came up.
Yeah, Halloween came up. Sorry, everybody.
Came out of nowhere.
But the cold winds of November are going to be perfect for that kind of truly horrific stuff that we're going to get into during that part.
This harsh cold
I want my
winds in
Christmas to
November.
be full of Nazi magic. as you know.
Yeah. Psycho
It's gonna be
magic.
about, that should be about the time we get to that on the
Yeah,
map.
psycho trauma.
But we're not here to talk about any of that today.
No.
We're doing. If
Vampires.
you didn't, you got me. You got me. We're doing vampires, and we're not here to dissect the entire idea of what they are. We're not going
Getting
to.
some stories.
We're just talking about stories, individual cases,
Ideas. of it.
ideas. We're just going to have a little chat about it. I think it's a perfect fireside chat. And
Yeah.
before we get started, though, just make sure to email any of your questions, episode ideas, or whatever the hell you want to say to
Or if
Pumpkin.
you're a vampire,
Or if you're a
we'll
vampire.
get you on the pod.
Yep, Pumpkin Hill Radio.
I remember.
at gmail.com.
I think it was like Montel or like Maury episode where there was a guy that claimed to be a vampire. And he like came out and like was drinking blood and
Sure.
like he started like he was like leg pressing like 1,000 pounds.
Oh shit!
He's like easy. He's like, this is easy. He's like, I'm so strong. I was like, yo, what is
that's
this guy?
cool.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Because most people saying they're vampires these days are weak little nerds.
Little twinks. He was like a twink kind of a guy, but he was just hauling.
still.
He was like nothing to him. I'm like, is he
Maybe he's
faking
real.
me?
There is a whole like modern day area of vampires. We might
Yeah, there's like
briefly
dudes
touch
that are
on,
like.
But
I'm like, what is he
there's-
on though? What is he on?
yeah, what the hell? Yeah, he was just on Mad PCP.
Is that just like adrenochrome?
Yeah, he was hitting it. Also, check the Patreon. Patreon.com/Pumpkin Hill Radio. You can get over 50 hours of bonus content there and growing. $5 a month gets you access to the whole back catalog. First dozen or so episodes are exclusively there because they're so weird. But they are perfect for the Halloween season because they are rather horror.
It is good
themed.
content.
Yeah.
It is good stuff. It's just a totally different show.
Some of them are just me talking for like
Yeah, yeah.
50 minutes.
Those are good ones.
If you want to get scared, I invite you into the Patreon.
Open the door to insanity.
You are in a cult.
The Travis Zone.
Come from the twisted, effed up mind. you're gonna love it in there, though, folks. $5 a month is really not that
Awesome.
much, and it really supports us.
Yeah.
To all of the current donors, we do appreciate it so much. We have a few. You know what? I'm gonna look them up. I was gonna say we're gonna save it. I'm gonna look up your name.
Yeah. In other news with me, I got a new kitten. His name's Merlin.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Merle.
He was the star of the Dawson's Diaries that just dropped. I don't know when this episode's coming out, but I didn't know what to name him yet. I was still thinking of a name, but he's Merlin. Merle.
Welcome
He's
to the
good
family,
looking.
Merlin. Welcome to the cult.
He is welcome. He's a high-ranking member.
Are you ready for the Patreon shout-out?
Yeah, dude. Who we got?
All right. Okay. Honestly, we got a few. So what's up, everybody? Make sure to... this is hot stuff. All right. First, Jim Carr 65. Now, is this Jim Carrey?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yeah. So we have Jim Carrey. Thank you, Jim Carr.
When was Jim Carrey born? Probably like 65.
No, I think I know who Jim Carr is, but...
Oh, nice.
I mean, I know Jim Carrey personally is what I'm saying.
Oh, nice.
Welcome, Jim. We super appreciate you.
James.
You're a great guy, so thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy
Being a
what
part
the
of the Patreon membership is
it's an exclusive...
pretty big deal.
Yep.
You're very special.
You're going to get a free sticker in the mail or in person, and I might throw you some other goodies as well. So welcome.
Definitely a fist bump.
Carrie Wood.
Nice.
What's up, Carrie Wood?
Don't carry it all yourself.
Yeah, now that you're part of the cult,
We'll carry some of that wood.
wood.
We'll carry some of that wood.
Hell yeah.
Don't hurt your back. Nice.
Yeah. And Michelle Collins.
Yo, what up, Michelle?
What up, Michelle? Dude, welcome to the table, everybody.
Nice.
What is that? This is sick.
Hell yeah, guys. That's a whole gang.
Perfect episode to be joining us on.
Crowd. That's
Some of y'all... Yeah, we got a whole crowd here. We always have, but it's growing. The cult grows.
Whole new crowd.
You might have subscribed upwards of a month ago by the time this comes out, but thank you for joining us. We super appreciate you, and I hope you enjoy the content.
Doesn't go unnoticed.
With that being said, let's do that fit check.
Yeah. I was almost thinking we just didn't even acknowledge it.
No, dude, I really didn't
but
want
we
to.
are dressed like vampires. It's awesome.
Check the YouTube
Yeah.
or any
I'll stand up
videos.
quick.
We're both going to stand up. Maya suggested we costume up for this one, and as soon as I saw what we had going for us, I very much agreed. So we're going to check it out.
Check it out, guys.
Dawson's wearing a red velvet vampiric overcoat.
Nice. It's very warm.
It's like 75 degrees.
It's kind of hot in here, but we're good.
I am wearing an all black, long sleeve ruffled shirt.
We were wearing two parts of one outfit.
This is clothes that I got before going to New Orleans and doing some paranormal research.
We're gonna unzip it quick. I also am wearing the Return to Water Glory original tee.
Yeah, before we talk about vampires, I do want to plug the merch. We've gotten a lot of people asking for it. I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, anytime you ask me, I will just get it and I will bring it to you and we can pay out there. But if you want to just check the link on our website, pumpkinhillradio.com.
You don't have to wait for us.
You don't have to wait for us anymore.
No.
Feel free to, but as we get more people asking me, it's gonna take longer to I guess get them in because of like money.
Yeah, money and then
not that they're expensive at all, but in any bulk, it just becomes something I have to think about, right?
Well, then it's like you just even remembering to order it and shit.
Sabrina's in the room with us now.
Sabrina, our familiar. Oh, now you don't want to say.
Did not meow, but our familiar is here. Yes, good word for that today, Doss.
Yeah.
Let's get right into it. And I thought the best way to get into it was by reading a poem.
Yeah.
That I thoroughly enjoy.
One of my favorite poems.
It's from a character called Dalton Wilcox. So just this is a few stanzas here. So just brace yourself. The cowboy's life is full of danger. To risk his life, he is never a stranger. He knows there's a chance his horse may throw him. He lives in fear that a storm may blow him. Of all the ways a cowboy may meet his end, there are few against which he can defend. His rifle can't shoot the wind or fire. It will not work against vampires who stalk the plains for cowboy blood and leave their prey dead in the mud. Every shadow that moves in the night gives the cowboy vampire fright. Yeah. Vampires, 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 vampires. With fangs as sharp as new barbed wire, they sneak up behind cowboys, sit behind them on their horse, and ride that way for miles, of course, the cowboy riding unawares, until he feels icy fingers brushing his hairs off his neck to get a clean bite and reduce his pallor to a ghostly white. A vampire can look like anyone. Getting killed by one would not be fun. A smart cowboy will carry a stake of wood and bury it in the heart of anyone he thinks he should. Some of these may turn out to be irregular men, but better safe than sorry then.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice.
Great.
Just to open it up.
Start stabbing and fucking you think it's a vampire. Also, cowboys versus vampires?
Yeah. Well, we're going to get into that, Dawson.
Great.
We're going to get into that. Because
Great.
that isn't just a poem. That's reality.
Yeah. Every poem is based from reality.
I do, yeah. As I said earlier, we're not here to ponder the entire idea of vampires or to prove their existence, as we both already know with 100% certainty that they are
very fucking real.
I also wasn't going to go down the road of psychic vampires necessarily.
No.
I think that's definitely its own topic.
We'll get to that when we get to the CIA
Yes.
psychic warfare.
Though I do suggest for all to be wary of their presence.
Oh, yeah. You know them.
You know them. Just to start it out, though, off the back of that cowboy stuff, I'm pretty sure that we got like a vampire scene right here in downtown Englewood, Colorado.
Oh, I bet, dude.
Well, just this block, we've talked about it a few times. This specifically,
spooky little block,
this
dude.
Broadway block is very old. It was made in the early 1800s, at least, for like gold mining and just mining the mining towns, right? So it was a lot of just like saloons and brothels, and all of them had these
cowboys.
Every single business on Broadway has an underground, and like even like a secondary underground. Some of them, and they are all connected by different
These weird underground systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, I've said it before and I'll say it again. There's a vacuum cleaner. There's a vacuum repair shop next to a shaver repair shop.
Yeah.
That I've only ever really seen the open sign flashing at night.
I did buy my vacuum cleaner from the vacuum store, and I will say vampire front.
All right.
It's definitely a front for vampires.
Whenever I see anybody in there, it's an extremely old person. I can only assume it's cattle.
So I walked in there. I'm like, I'm looking for a vacuum, and the guy was like, "What?"
Oh, I forgot.
He's like, "Oh shit."
He's like, "What?"
Oh shit! I gotta sell this guy a vacuum. Most Italian vampire I've ever seen.
Vacuums in Transylvania.
It's the most Italian vampire I've ever met in my life,
dude. Yeah,
I got a great deal on it.
I'm sure, dude.
I got 11 months to go get it serviced too for free.
It's crazy.
Awesome. Trying to get me back in there for sure.
1960, dude. That's so sick.
It's awesome.
Right, but is it too on the nose to say that a vacuum cleaning shop, something that sucks, next to a blade that goes against your very neck? That seems like some tongue-in-cheek bullshit to me.
It's a little on the nose.
And just that.
If that was like a movie, it's like, oh well, that's a little obvious.
It's a little obvious.
Where's the vampire in this town?
It's right there. It's right
right
there. And it is like there's this old like gold rush era stuff, like old monarchies coming over. This like old world vampire thing that seems to happen in stories sometimes, where it's like they're coming from the old places to the new world. Like what a better place.
Style.
What about like they wouldn't just all stop in like New York City. They would fucking come on down. They'd come down to the west. I believe some of them would travel with everybody else.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like they just set up these towns, right? I mean they don't necessarily set them up, but it's like they impact themselves into the community like as soon as it starts, and then by 300 years later, now they're running the show. I bet.
Oh, they're running it from the underground.
Has anybody checked on the mayor?
What's the mayor doing?
What's the mayor doing? Is that guy a vampire? I don't know. How many like small towns like that would possibly be like in America then? You know what I mean? These places, not even just like vampire run, but just like these like secret communities that are running things behind.
Well, it's something I felt when I was in Ouray, or like went outside in the middle of the night just to like get some fresh air, and it was like a big old house up on the mountain, a little higher up the hill. And like the lights were on. I'm like, all right, I'm pretty sure these little mountain towns are run by vampires.
Yeah.
And they just swap out each season. They swap out all like the staff. So no one is there long enough to realize that these people aren't aging or changing.
Right. You're right.
Or like who even runs the show. They just like keep these hierarchies and these like keep people out of the know. Pretty sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Pretty sure.
That sounds correct. Also, yeah. I was gonna ask, like, you ever feel like a vampiric presence? Sounds like right there. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I don't know if I can put my finger on it. I guess it just is outside the vacuum store.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big one.
Is there like was just thinking about like differences between like vampiric magic and other magic. Like we always talk about like this overarching like Gaia magic system that all cultures and religions and esoterics kind of dig into parts of and just like kind of build what they can out of it. And it's like doesn't really matter what you're overlaying onto it. There's some kind of inherent thing. Because like what about like, you know, vampires are like transforming into shit. You got like bats and wolves and all these different things. Like that's like a druid power.
Yeah.
You know? That's like
animals.
That seems like that's like a wild magic thing.
Like being able to like have familiars that are these animals under their control and shit.
It
like,
seems very similar. I don't know.
It's not far off.
Yeah, maybe it's just like
right there.
Some like bastardized version, or not. Maybe it's clean. I don't know. Is it? But that's the other thing. Like, is it? Is vampires older than humans?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, not like in age because they're ageless, but like like I know in
something that like was there before.
I know in DC comics there's like a primeval type caveman vampire.
Yeah.
It's like a Gigantopithecus vampire. Something to think about.
Just an energy out there?
Something to think about.
Yeah, I like that.
See how this is sort of a free form conversation we're having.
I like that.
Right, and it's like I don't know. We also talk about these like monks that will be meditating for like 10 years on top of the Himalayas and shit. Like, any connection?
Maybe.
Well, I guess more what I'm saying is like how we sometimes talk about how these high level monks like seem to maybe be like pushing their presence out to the world to like do battle for good in a way.
Yeah.
Is this like the other side of that thing?
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
this might be the oldest battle of all time.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah. Is it?
So I also think there's like something to it, like because they like feed on people's blood, and that keeps them like young forever and shit. And like they're starting to like figure that out with just like science, like blood transfusions. You get like, you have like a son, you get his blood, you like age, like goes down. Your biological age like reverses a little bit.
So we're talking about world leaders.
Keeps you young. Oh yeah, dude.
But I would think it'd be like secret world leaders, right? Like we have these puppets up that even they are starting to like get some of the.
No,
good
we
stuff
like
now,
don't know their names. The ones that are really doing this. Although there is like a, I don't know. There's I think like Dick Cheney or something has had like 4 different heart transplants.
Right.
And it's like, bro, what the hell is going on with that? Yeah. That's psycho.
It's too much.
How do you get into the front of the line?
So like human farms.
Oh,
gotta
absolutely,
be a thing.
dude.
Blood farms.
That's like that seems vampiric, just in the vibe of it.
I guess human farms are 100% real because of like organ, like black market stuff. But like one specifically, I'm thinking of like places where people are just hooked up to blood bags. You know?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Like a lot of movies, I guess.
Yeah.
Daybreakers, I'm pretty sure they do that. Good movie. And talking about like world leaders, I mean, that everybody's kind of common knowledge now. It's kind of goofy, but like the King Charles thing, right?
Yeah. Well, it's like the draconian bloodlines, which is like they're like dragon blood, which Dracula. Like leads to like Dracula, draconian, like descendants of that. Well, I guess like goes to King Charles.
Yeah, there's actual genealogy
like in that. They say it too. They're like, we're like the draconian bloodline.
And then King Charles is also like. Doesn't he like own Dracula's castle?
Yeah.
Isn't he like staying in it? I heard he was staying in it with a bunch of like homeless kids.
Probably.
Is that just hearsay?
I wouldn't be surprised. I believe it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I believe that.
I guess they wouldn't be homeless if they were in Drac's castle. But,
no.
Well, they're feeder kids, like servant, like the cattle.
Yeah.
Anybody checking on that?
Bite. I think too, because the weird thing about the draconian bloodlines, to bring it back to like, are they older than humans? Is like, that's like fallen angel, like Nephilim kind of bloodlines, and that's probably older than humans. So,
yeah, that all does. It all kind of ties in, doesn't it? And I really didn't think we were gonna like immediately go back to this kind of stuff.
So I mean,
that's what the freeform conversation.
Bro, it's hard not.
And listeners, I know that you're prepared for some type of story. I do have some little write-ups to talk about, but I did want to just start this thing off. Just like breaking ground on vamps.
Yeah,
because we just haven't actually. I think it's been folded into quite a few episodes at some point. I think we've probably mentioned it around, but it is. I don't know if we've
done just vamps.
Just like talking about them.
It's great. I love talking vamp.
Have you seen? Okay, next part of this, like. Aversion to garlic related to red mercury.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos of people that have these like vials of red, and it's like supposed to be red mercury, which is like a substance that isn't necessarily real. It's like that basically ties into like fucking philosopher's stone type stuff. You know, it goes into that. Which hey, check our episode on that, because that's we dig. We dig. I'm dig. It's going nuts, dude. dig.
Let's go, baby.
I might have hit too much of the red mercury before this. It's affecting me, dude. But no, they're like holding like the clove of garlic, and it's like the vial's like rolling and shit. Rolling off. I don't know.
That stuff's weird too. Stuff that like doesn't reflect.
That's the other thing. Yeah, it doesn't reflect in mirrors.
Or if like you're like holding it, you like put your hand in front, and your hand's like a skeleton through it. It's weird.
Let's go over vampire powers real quick, just so we're on the same page.
So they don't have reflection.
They don't have reflection, but do their clothes shine through? No,
not
as far as I've known in movies.
I've never seen it.
Garlic aversion. Silver, yes.
Silver. They don't like silver.
They don't like silver. Cross is bad.
Crosses, crucifix is like.
But generally, a high-powered one will say something like, "Those new gods do not affect me."
Yeah.
Something about him being more ancient than like God himself and stuff, herself.
Yeah.
What else? Stake through the heart.
Yeah, wood and stake.
But honestly, stake through the dick might hurt too.
Might do the trick. I mean, jam that thing anywhere you can.
Yeah. It's like.
I think he's gonna do something.
Heart's a hard target to hit, I'm pretty sure. If
there's a lot of like
target,
bone.
Yeah, you'd have to
get a piece of wood in there.
That's the thing they don't show you. Is you got to also bring probably a mallet, right? Unless you're
gonna need a hammer.
Yeah, a thrusting force.
It's like stabbing. I mean, even like a knife stabbing through like bone is like gonna be tough.
Yeah,
bone's hard as fuck.
What else? Sunlight, big one.
Sunlight. Although there are daywalkers.
There are daywalkers, halfsies,
but mostly sunlight's gonna affect you.
And transformation magic, like we talked about, right? And they have just this glamour about them, right?
Yeah, they have like a psychic control.
Yes,
they can kind of like be like,
they can build.
You're gonna do this for me.
Yep. They can build familiars, right? Or I don't know how that actually works. They just get it. They just adopt the cat, and they're like, "This is it," or is it a summoning, perhaps?
Well, I think they can get people to do that too, like that's under their spell, basically, where they just are obedient to them and.
That's why I called you my half-human fiend, Dawson Renfield trailer.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool. Yeah, because that's like, and gaining power through others in that way, right? There's some popular ones where it's like, well, that's the Renfield of it, right? Where he's like eating bugs, and that like gives Drac power, though.
Yeah.
I haven't read that book in a couple of years, but I did read it a few times. I would like to make it a thing where I read Frankenstein and Dracula in the spooky season, like every year. Because they're both pretty interesting.
I do need to read that.
They're written
Dracula.
in
I've not read that one.
It's maybe I'm mixing it up with the Frankenstein one now, but no, I believe Dracula's told in the series of like letters to different people.
Oh,
it's pretty cool.
Weird.
It reads almost like true crimey and but like old timey. So it's like written letters to each other about like what's happening between different people. Kind of sick.
Scary.
Yeah, kind of sick. Anything else? What else do they got?
I don't know.
Drinking blood. That's a power.
Drink blood. Strong as shit.
I got something.
They can fly and stuff. Right?
They can fly. Well, can they fly as bats or?
I think they can just fly.
Which that again sounds like some like high level monk stuff. You know, we talk about these desert fathers going into the just flying across valleys and shit.
Yeah.
Even levitating at all. I don't know. I think it's all close. I think it's all like within the same realm of this weird mysticism.
There's some vibe they get on.
Right. But it's like any one of these like weird folklore things can always be broken down into these like this system that seems to be overlaying everything, which I don't even really want to touch on today too much, but it's like it isn't. I guess I have to point it out because this is what we are.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of horror this week.
What do you got? Yeah, hell yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna get into some more stories of specific vampire cases and stuff throughout history, so that'll be a little bit more long form in a moment. But this thing moved the other day. It was like way out here. I'm pointing to the TV in the middle of me and Dawson. It was moved all the way out here last night, and now Anubis came out looking a little bit scared. But I don't know how he would have moved it, Because I was thinking maybe he ran into the microphone and was tucked back, but this thing, it's on a swivel, so it just swings.
Well,
and, dude, try to push this thing. It's heavy, dude. It was like out here. All the shit on here was knocked off, dude. I'm thinking we just put this Bigfoot Xing sign up behind that we were told was haunted.
Yeah. Oh,
there's all this other haunted shit on the wall now.
Yeah, there's a lot of power coming on these walls.
Between the holy stuff and the cursed stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I got to get the coffin key up there. The cursed coffin key would be good to set up here just to even it out at least. Have these demons battle behind us instead of attacking us. Unless they join forces. But yeah, that's just something that happened like immediately last night. I'm pretty sure I remember. So just weird. Something to keep track of.
Really weird. It's like
I just don't know how he would have moved.
Dog doesn't have hands. You need hands to move this.
That's what I'm saying. There's not like a grip on the side.
You have to like lift it up and move it.
It's like it was a huge commotion. It was loud as everything was falling. Yeah, it was weird.
Oh,
I was startled. Yeah, I don't know. Something.
Also, that'd freak me out.
I will point out on the new stuff on the wall really quick. Did you notice this, Doss?
Oh,
got a small "I Want to Believe" poster on the back side here.
It's a classic.
Yeah, a little X-Files treat. There's also some other pictures and stuff up. I want to frame them a little more nicely, right? But
those are nice.
That's for the video exclusive.
That's really good.
Definitely come to the video to check the outfits too at the beginning.
Dawson
did have to pop the jacket off because
it's hot.
It was 80 degrees in here.
Yeah, I'm hot. I'm running hot anyway. All right. Hell yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess Okay, so I'm going to talk in a little bit about this. This convent that's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Where there's this whole story about the Casket. They're called the Casket Girls.
Mm.
I guess I'll jump to that now, so it makes more sense, right? But from the many vampire tours that we went on when we were out there and different paranormal stuff, we were told quite a bit about it. And from what I was told, and from different things I've looked at and read, it's these group of women that were basically sent over to these. New Orleans is one of them. There's two other places I think they went to, but it's these whole ships full of women that were just sort of came to these places, and early New Orleans, 1800s, right? Whatever that is. And they were, I guess, basically just sending them there to there's too many men there. So they're trying to even this thing out. But when they got there, they come out and they're super pale and they're all just seemingly malnourished. Well, which maybe that's just the ship. Yeah, right?
Maybe getting scurvy.
But they all have these casket, basically casket shaped suitcases with them.
Oh, weird.
And they're all empty. It's just weird, right? And then from there, there's stories of them doing. They kind of go all over the place after that. But there's this convent that's in New Orleans, which the Pope had been to, different religious figures had been to, and said this and that about it. And basically, the third level, the high, the attic of this place is said to be a vampire prison.
Oh shit.
And all the windows on that floor are blocked out, and it's locked to get up there. And I guess that's where the Pope went and visited when he went. Just weird.
Yeah, it's
weird
crazy
stuff. New Orleans is classic vampire spot as well. We did you do the radio on the super fast signaling.
Yeah.
We did some of that outside of it. So I had the things in and I couldn't hear anything, and I was just speaking whatever words came out, and then Maya was writing it. And I don't know, some weird stuff. Got a lot about demons and the devil, honestly. Without trying. When I do that, I really don't push for that.
No, we've done it before, and
the devil came up that time, dude. It just happens. It's
me and the devil, dude.
Yeah. It's weird how that happens. That's weird, right?
And devil.
Yeah, that was weird for you.
That was super weird. I had to take him off. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we stood right outside that thing and did that for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Got some interesting feedback anyway. Just a cool experience to do under pretty much a full moon. We were there during the fullness of it. Yeah. We were on one of the vampire tours. We maybe I saw the story on the pod before, but we were on the vampire tour and the full moon was there. We were kind of in the back, and as we were following them, this shade, this inhuman human came just walking in the opposite direction. They were in this black shroud and completely hairless with some intricate tribal looking tattoo on their face, but I couldn't place where that would actually come from, you know, because they were far too pale, honestly, to they might just but I don't know, but they just looked like they were in this ageless thing. They both looked youngish but also very old. so weird
yeah.
and just like such an interesting presence. I still, like, for some reason I still remember it so clearly. And we just like looked at him. We're like, should we just follow that guy? Like, we're on the vampire tour. Do we just turn around and follow that guy?
That's the tour right
That's
there.
the tour right there. Like, we just, it's like, I remember looking at my, like, dumbfounded. I'm like, dude, we just
something.
passed the thing. Yeah.
Plus, like,
It's
a
weird.
thing.
It was just
Yeah.
weird. Right. All right.
Hell
Let me find a good one here. I have maybe okay. Let me tell you a little bit about these casket girls and some of them.
Yeah, what's their deal?
The current old Ursuline convent at Chartres Street and Ursulinus Avenue in New Orleans was completed in 1753, 25 years after the first casket girls had arrived, to house the nuns that had been invited from France in 1927 and who were in need of a new building. The sisters ran an orphanage, infirmary, and school on the first floor of the new building while living on the second. The French colonial building itself is the oldest structure in New Orleans. It's weird to build that vampire prison first. Got to get that set up. Having survived the two devastating fires that struck the French quarters in 1788 and 1794, the nuns were not only cared for the sick and dying during the outbreaks of yellow fever, but they also were said to have tended to the wounded in the War of 1812 and the Civil War, which explains a bunch of the ghostly shit around there too. Because a postcard from the now closed Musée Conti Wax Museum shows an exhibit of the casket girls arriving in New Orleans and meeting with a nun. It was here, legend says, that the casket girls found a home in the third floor attic. Their coffin-like wooden boxes containing their possessions and stashed at the foot of their bed. Like, when they got there, they put their shit in there and stashed them there. At some point, the nuns sealed off the third floor, shuttering the windows, ostensibly to protect the virtue of the young woman in their care. But then, the hand mirrors the girls brought with them mysteriously vanished. Yeah, vampire mirror stuff. That's weird. Neighbors fell ill. Crops failed.
Oh no.
Whispers began that the vampire pale casket girls had brought an evil with them from the old country. Eventually, the nuns threw the casket girls out and closed up the third floor attic forever, is what they say.
Yeah.
A 1910 postcard of the old Ursuline convent building shows the windows without exterior shutters. Maybe the shutters were on the inside back then. I'm looking at a picture right here, buddy. It's not on the screen, but I'm seeing it. But years later, a guy repairing the leaky roof found the empty caskets, and it all began to make sense in an insane 18th century sort of way. The casket girls had smuggled in vampires from Eastern Europe, vampires who were now leaving blood-drained corpses all over the greater New Orleans metro area. Many believed the flying vampires wanted to return to their caskets on the convent's third floor, which is why the windows were permanently sealed with 800 screws made of silver that had been blessed in Rome by the Pope himself.
Holy shit. Like, hey, Pope, we need you to bless these nails.
That's weird, right?
You gotta bless these screws, these silver screws, because we got a vampire problem.
Pope John Paul II even re-blessed the anti-vampire screws during his 1987 visit. He hit it twice.
Like, let's just re-up on this. Make sure
if you look
that
at the
thing's
third,
not getting out of there.
Yeah. If you look at the third floor today, you can see the windows are still shuttered. That's what I experienced when I went down there. A 1934 photo of the original stairway where ghost hunters say the apparitions of original Ursuline nuns can be detected. That's what I'm looking at now. Sorry, folks. It's just right in front of me.
Whoa.
But all the precautions were for naught. For the vampires and their stories were in New Orleans for good, as anyone who has ever Googled New Orleans and vampires can tell you. One story holds that in the 1970s, a couple of ghost hunters ditched a tour of the convent and hid out in the courtyard with the intentions of spending the night monitoring the sealed third-floor windows for vampiric shenanigans. Their corpses, drained of blood, were discovered the following morning. The fuck?
What's going on with that?
So that's...
What's going on with that?
So there's all kinds of, like... individual stories in New Orleans of vampires and stuff, but that's like the hub. It seems like bizarre. I know it kind of sounded kind of jokey at first, but then it's like there's too many weird precautions here. Like how we just went over that list of things about vampires, and like 5 of them showed up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the religious stuff and the silver and like the mirrors and stuff.
Something with mirrors, you know.
Flying to get to the 3rd floor. That's what it's, they're like. They thought they were flying in. Like that's how they're getting in. So they got to board them up. I don't know. And again, these casket girls were like pale as hell and coming over with
like look like vampires.
Well, they look like familiars.
Yeah,
is what it is. They're all coming. It's a whole boat full of just women coming over.
Yeah, send them out. Just kind of like case the joint.
Yeah.
Get it ready for arrival.
And then
of the elder.
Yeah.
Right.
Bring a little dirt with you from the home country. That's the other thing is I'm pretty sure you need the dirt of their home country. That's something that's come up sometimes. You need
there's like interesting little like rules they have.
Yeah.
'Cause there's like if you put salt, they have to count every grain of salt, and you have to like invite them into your house.
Yeah, we went over their powers. The rules are also
the
important.
rules are interesting.
Yeah, the inviting thing. That's why if you have a doormat, it has to say something like, "Get out of here."
Yeah, or
just
buy a home.
Yeah, just like
this is a home.
If you have something that says "welcome" in front of your door, that seems very dicey. I honestly I'm
not about that.
Yeah.
I've never been about that.
Yeah,
my parents were never about that.
I was gonna say like the idea of just constantly inviting whatever in. I don't even mind, but I just think it's in bad taste.
Yeah,
right? It can't be good for you.
I'm gonna say right now, not everything's invited into my home.
Nice. Put that on the pod.
Just so you guys know.
And it seems from the activity recently that something's already in the house that we're in now. So
yeah, something's in here.
Something's in here. We'll just keep it here.
Yeah, well,
I got some seals up. We're good.
You're already here, so hang out.
Tell you what, it ain't getting out.
Yeah.
Tell you what, it ain't getting out.
You're stuck in here with me
now, buddy. Yeah.
Stuck in here now.
We got enough fucking
There's Madeline. She got like some stuff around my doorway to keep any psychic attacks off of me.
Good.
It's great. Got a little dream bottle under my bed too.
Dream bottle.
Dreams are always insane, but maybe not as scary as they were. I have trippy ass dreams lately, but we don't need to get there.
Yeah, that's all right.
We don't need to get to that right now. Not vampire related.
Not vampire related. I have a different story. We're taking a step out of NOLA, good old New Orleans, and we're coming right here to Colorado.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you heard of the Lafayette vampires?
No.
Lafayette?
I don't think so.
So, we have these vampire graves located in the Lafayette Municipal Cemetery.
What?
Yeah. A man named Fodor Glava.
Well, that's a vampire name.
Yeah. Whose tombstone and burial site have become the focus of a lot of vampire lore, basically local curiosity, right? The headstone reads, Fodor Glava, born Transylvania.
Oh shit.
1854. Died 1918. It's located beneath a twisted tree that is said to never shed its leaves fully. Interesting. An iron fence surrounds the grave. The rest of the cemetery doesn't have that.
Interesting.
Right. I guess it said that he was a vampire that came to Colorado from Transylvania, the classic Cowboy West story that we were talking about, you know? I guess he's apparently buried with a stake in his heart.
Damn.
I mean, I don't think he's been exhumed, but I guess he has a stake in his heart. And also around the grave, you're just seeing shadow figures. I guess animal, like when you bring like an animal in, it like doesn't want to go by there. Like specifically that one. It's not like it's like you're walking your dog through the graveyard. It's fine. Gets to that specific grave, starts tweaking, dude. And then you got like the classic cold spots as well, right?
Yeah.
Apparently he was a coal miner for a while. At least that was his cover. He apparently died during the 1918 flu pandemic. If he died at all, the other thing is like maybe that's just a cover. Like, you build an eccentric grave for yourself to make it seem like you definitely are dead.
That's the thing. Right? You have like an iron gate around your grave to keep it from being exhumed, right?
We also have strange mists in the area sometimes, and camera malfunctions. Just classic, like
we gotta go
EVP
check it
stuff.
out.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, it's pretty close.
Vampire Ghost.
A 2004 paranormal investigation documented EMF spikes and localized temperature drops. Yeah, the
Vampire Ghost.
The city of Lafayette occasionally locks the cemetery gates due to trespassing in that area. Locals are all fucking up in arms about it. That's basically all I got. We just got like a weird vampire thing over there on that one.
I like that.
Anything else on that
That's
specifically? Bizarre. Yeah, Fodor Glava.
It's not that far away. We go there.
We could.
I want to go there.
Let's check out Fodor. I have some different vampire grave stuff to talk about. It's interesting to see what people did to like figure this out. 6 people were given a vampire's burial over 200 years ago, and were discovered in a Polish graveyard. Some were barricaded in the earth with sharp sickles. Some weighted down by stones on their necks. And have you heard of those? There's like these burials. There's other ones that happen too that they've dug up, but it's like these just huge boulders put over top of these caskets for some reason, just to like keep them.
I'm not gonna take that boulder off. Probably just leave that there.
Let's see. Some of the okay. Let me get to an actually good list here. There or like okay. Here I got this stuff. I got this now.
Nice. You got it.
In 1991, an archaeological investigation of the ancient Church of the Holy Trinity in Prostejov discovered a crypt burial in the presbytery. I don't know where Prostejov is. Sounds like somewhere.
Never even heard of it.
The body had been buried in a coffin reinforced with iron bars, held to be one method of keeping a vampire buried, since vampires allegedly could not tolerate the touch of iron.
Interesting, because I know copper's one.
Damn, they just can't touch like metals. Is that a precious metal?
No,
iron's not.
Is iron made with copper? A little bit of copper in it?
It must. It's all mixes of different things, right? Or all those are just some of those like base elements. Shit, I don't know shit about it. We gotta get.
There's iron ore.
We got an archaeologist.
Usually, I mean, in RuneScape, I'm pretty sure you need a little copper to make iron ore.
It's true. If we're going by video games, you're right.
There's something to that, right?
Well, in addition, stones had been placed on the victim's legs and the torso, severed from the legs.
Oh shit!
It was dated back to the 16th century.
So they just chopped that thing up.
It also was buried like in like a church, like that's like in a church's courtyard area, you know.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
Just keeping it really close to the extra sanctity of the church may have been thought by those who buried the victim to have been more likely to have kept the corpse in its grave.
I buy that.
All right, I got another one. In 2009, in Droska, Poland, an archaeological investigation of a medieval cemetery turned up something quite unexpected. Are you ready? 3 graves were discovered in which the bodies had been subjected to very unusual treatments post-mortem. 2 bodies of middle-aged adults had iron sickles placed on their throats. Like this.
Weird.
It's just like just a blade right over their throat. The body of the younger adult, the third one, had been tied up and had a heavy stone placed upon his throat. This is all apparently post-mortem. The body of a, let's see. This is in keeping with folklore, traditionally sharp iron implements being held to keep the vampires out, right? Hence the placement of the sickles as a measure to ensure that the alleged vampires would not rise again. Another method of keeping a suspected vampire in its grave was believed to be by placing just heavy weights upon the body, right? That would just keep anything in the grave, I guess.
I wonder if like this is also for like zombie kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd do that to keep zombies.
That's what I'm saying.
Back.
I don't know what...
Vampire zombie?
Well, those are already so close, seemingly, too, right?
I know, right?
Both undead creatures, apparently.
Vampires are usually a little more intelligent.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Interesting, though. Yeah, but they putting like just seems unnecessary, right? If you're just burying a regular old person.
Yeah, there's a lot of superstition with that.
And it's a lot of like extra work to do that kind of shit, too, right?
Yeah, it's...
Especially
if it's not like every single grave. isn't like that.
Yeah.
You only do that to some of them. It's like, well,
Like, what's the story here, right?
they were like scared that this person was gonna come back because maybe they did.
Yeah, it's like round 2.
Maybe
or
they
3.
already rose from the dead, and they're like, get this motherfucker
Get
down
him
there.
back there. Put a huge rock on him. It's the only way to keep
We're
him down.
putting that shit down there, and we're not coming back to it.
We tried the stakes. We tried the sunlight. We tried the holy water. Just get the heaviest fucking thing we
All right,
can.
we need 5 dudes for this rock. Put blades on its neck, and it's
like just
bury
to just
that
keep
shit.
anything down there. Like
Stuff over that.
Unless it's a vampire Hulk, we're good. Like, I don't even know what. That's such a good precaution. It's like, well, just the heaviest thing around, I guess, will do.
Big old rock.
It's like, well, how strong was he? I mean,
Just put a rock on its head.
how super.
The thing, putting a heavy boulder on its neck, it's like, dude, that's gonna be on the whole, like, it's gonna be like,
Yeah, it sounds like
that is gonna like sit right here. It's gonna be like fucking over the face and everything.
skull is just pancaked. It's just push it in, just immediately fucking smash.
I
it to
mean, it's good
smithereens.
measure.
In 1994, on the Greek island of Lesbos,
Nice.
near the city of Mytilene, we love everybody here, folks.
Nice.
Archaeologists and investigators investigated an old Turkish cemetery and found a medieval skeleton buried in a crypt hollowed out of an ancient city wall. The post-mortem treatment of the body included it was literally nailed down in a grave.
Oh.
They nailed it down inside a wall.
What the fuck?
With heavy iron spikes driven through the neck, pelvis, and ankle. That's that use of iron again, right?
Damn.
But also just, like, so weird, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot to do for like a dead body.
Mm-hmm. In the early 1990s, archaeologists found what is believed to be the first vampire graveyard, an entire cemetery of vampire burials.
Huh.
It's about 30 kilometers. Good luck figuring that out, Americans. North of Prague. 14 graves have been excavated so far with metal spikes driven through their bodies or heavy stones placed upon them.
Man, maybe it's not. Maybe just leave those lie.
Yeah, why are we excavating these things?
People excavating are all dead, I bet.
These date back to at least the 11th century. The victims were all like young adults, both sexes. But also, if you're a vampire, you don't age, so you'd probably just want to peak at like 28, 30, probably like 30.
Yeah. Not any later than 30, probably.
Yeah. So like that's what I feel like, and it's kind of consistent. It seems like a lot of the supposed vampire graves do just have like young adult. It's not like a super decrepit person.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like a I don't
So
know.
especially if you're trying to form a vampire army, you're not going to turn like some geezers or some little babies. You're going to need like somewhat wise, but not physically too old.
Mm-hmm.
Young enough to seduce more,
Old
but like
enough.
old enough to like seduce more.
Yeah. Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice,
Know
yeah.
what I mean?
In Bulgaria, there's over 100 in the past century. There's over 100 discovered vampire burials, mostly in rural, remote areas. Let's see. They discovered 2 skeletons with iron spikes jammed through their bodies.
Iron versus
Yeah,
vampires, man.
I didn't.
It's all iron.
Yeah, believed to be about 700 years old.
Damn.
Right. Weird. Yeah, the iron spikes and just straight up nailing people down. That is so funny, honestly. Like that, we're afraid he's gonna get out. Just nail him down. Just put the heaviest thing on there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's see.
Seems like it worked.
Yeah. Well, it seems that way. Yeah. I guess they're just down there so long that the worms eat them, and it's like, that's all. The worms eat
They're
everything.
just gone now. Now they're just vampire ghosts.
In Ireland between 2005 and 2009, we have what is described as the deviant burials of these middle-aged man and a man in his 20s were discovered lying side by side with rocks jammed in their mouths. This might just be a hate crime. This one seems not.
It seems like someone just did not like these people.
Still though, that
rocks
sucks.
in their mouth.
That still sucks. So
Like a vampire?
that was
Like a
snuck,
vampire?
that was snuck in there. In the UK, we have let's see.
Dude, so the iron though, like, isn't there iron in your blood?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, no, that's interesting how it's like in one way it hurts them, but in one way it feeds them. Unless they aren't drinking the actual blood, they're drinking, like you said earlier, like adrenochrome.
Hitting that plasma, you know what I mean?
Getting the plasma out of it, Dawson. That's exactly right.
Because I was getting into plasma yesterday, and you look in like plasma conspiracies, and you're gonna be getting into like donating plasma and what that is. I'm like, well, it's called plasma.
Mm-hmm. They didn't name it on accident.
yeah, they didn't. They named it on purpose.
I'm gonna start saying that more.
We got plasma. I got plasma in my veins, bro.
Yeah,
electricity.
Made of plasma, right? Let's see.
Yeah,
we have placement from between 550 and 700 AD. Metal spikes. In the UK, we have metal spikes jammed through the heart, shoulders, and ankles. The placement of the spikes through the heart is a particularly attractive public interest because of its long association with vampires and the myths, obviously. Just interesting, I guess, to say the least.
Yeah.
Vampire grave. I didn't really realize I was going to talk so much about specifically like the graves of vampires today, but
I mean, I think that's cool.
I think that is
you don't
cool.
think about that much.
No,
that's like some of the greatest evidence for vampires.
It's just that
it's people being like, we buried a vampire here after we killed it.
I mean, actually have hundreds.
We made sure it wasn't going to rise again.
Jesus.
And it's like, you're not going to make all those precautions so it doesn't rise again if like it didn't rise again already.
Like, well, yeah, like you'd find a few, and then it's like
right.
Once they realize that it actually isn't a thing, it's like no, they knew it was a thing. Apparently, all throughout history.
Yeah, maybe they're just not as common because like they got hunted.
They definitely got hunted.
Extinction almost.
And also
there's probably just a couple left.
I think because of
and
like
they're hiding.
How you can I bet honestly, yeah, there probably is a good case for there being just like a few main ones that took out all the sloppy ones on the middle route, and they just have a bunch of like thousands and thousands of familiars, right?
Yep.
But like I think with like world commerce and like travel and like how like in the old times it was like you got to get on a boat and like hopefully bring some dirt over from the old country.
Yeah.
And good luck. Like hopefully that person like survives.
Now like a vampire could just get on a plane.
Yeah, it's so easy. So yeah, there's probably
the red eye and just fucking you're chilling.
Yeah, it's probably just like one main vampire per like continent maybe. Something I don't know, but probably like one. And then you got
it's gotta be a couple old ones. I think it's like the old ones.
You get the council.
They might not even travel anymore.
No,
they might just be in the mountains and wait for like some camper or something.
Well, they probably don't travel. Yeah, they probably have their slew of people that do everything for them, and they're just like
every now and then someone goes missing without trace. And
yeah, those are all the old like Nosferatu looking ones.
Yeah,
that have just completely
the ones that are just monsters.
I think that's true. Like over time, over like dozens of centuries, you think that you would become just like more demonic looking too. Like you like
you probably just transform because I'm sure like they go in these like long, like dormant periods.
Yes.
Where they're like, all right, I gotta go in hiding. I'm, you know,
like 300 years. Wait for this fucking century.
Wait for the heat to die off a little bit. You know what I mean?
That dude, just packing it in for 200 years.
Just go into a cave and then like they come out and they're just like withered a little more, aged a little more.
And I guess if we're overlaying like this like magic system that seems to be over the world, like with constant use of like druid type shit, like
you probably just transform
magic,
into like.
Well, we talk about people like wild men basically becoming like Bigfoot at some point, right? From like becoming so basically enlightened is what we've come up with, or like what we've heard about.
Yeah.
It's like these like wild shamans that just become this
so
thing.
Tapped in.
It's like maybe they
lose like their original form.
Yeah, maybe it's just like sort of the opposite of that.
Yeah, they turn in like these like dark elf looking things.
Not even the opposite. I don't even want to say that it's like two sides of the coin. I really don't know.
No, they're just two different outcomes of a similar idea.
Vampires, if you're out there, make a case for yourself. pumpkinhillradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, we're not going to kill you right away.
No. I would love to be turned.
Yeah. I think
just
I might.
Me.
I mean, it honestly, for too long.
Well, hopefully
I might be aging out soon.
That's true. I know. It's like at some point
I'm in my golden years right now. Like, if we're doing this.
True. Yeah.
Come on now.
I have another vampire to talk about. Nice. that fits the episode theme. Yuri Grando Alevic, or just Yuri Grando. born in 1578. He was a villager from the region of Istria, modern day Croatia.
Yeah.
He may have been the first real non-fiction. I don't know. The first real person described as a vampire in historical records, in history books. It's this guy was this guy. We can prove he lived. We think he was a vampire. He was referred to as a strigan. Strigan. I've heard that in some movies. That's
well, I'm pretty sure this place he's from
word.
is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is takes place there.
Oh shit.
Croatia.
It's a video game, yeah. Well, a strigan is a local word for vampire.
Nice.
Something resembling a vampire and a warlock, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He was a stonemason and had 2 children and his wife, Ivana. He lived in Kringa, a small town in the interior of the Istrian Peninsula near Tringen. This is all fantasy world at this point, but yeah.
Yeah, these places have been gone and twice over.
He died in 1656 due to illness, but according to legend, returned from the grave at night as a vampire and terrorized his village until his decapitation in 1672. That would be 94 years, I'm pretty sure, alive, or dead then alive again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died in
He
died in born in 1578, died in 1656, and then he was decapitated in 1672.
Yeah.
Nearly 20 years after his death. Interesting.
So they decapitated something.
20 years after is crazy, dude. Think him up, cut his shit off. No, because he came back out, right?
Yeah, they didn't do it for no reason. He was terrorizing them, and they're like, we gotta cut that fucking head off this guy.
Both his daughters fled at a young age, so they just weren't in his life, right?
Yeah, because they're like, this guy's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, the legend tells that, 16 years after his death, Yuri would arise from his grave by night and terrorize the village. The village priest, named Giorgio, who had buried Yuri 16 years previously, discovered that at night somebody would knock on the doors around the village, and on whichever door he knocked, someone from that house would die within the next few days.
Terrible.
Yeah. He also appeared to Yuri appeared to his own widow in the bedroom, and Ivana described the corpse as looking as though he was smiling and gasping for breath, and would then sexually assault her.
That's a classic. You know what I mean?
Fucking 16-year dead husband coming back to fucking rape you sounds horrible. When Father Giorgio eventually came face to face with the vampire, he held out a cross in front of him and yelled, "Behold, Jesus Christ, you vampire! Stop tormenting us!"
Nice.
The bravest of the villagers, led by the Miho Rodetic, chased and tried to kill the vampire by piercing his heart with a stick of hawthorn, but failed because the stick just bounced off his chest.
Yeah.
As we said earlier, it's hard as fuck to do that. You got to bring the mallet. You need the mallet.
You got to somehow bind them down.
Hey, vampire hunters out there, you need a hammer for this one. You need to.
Bro, I'm telling you, dude,
you're not that strong.
Go try to cut through rib bone. It's hard as fuck.
It's hard as fuck.
I know humans have way weak bones compared to a beef animal, but bro,
Still.
that's hard fucking.
Still.
That's hard bone.
What's up with hawthorn? Specific wood, I guess. That must have some magical properties. We'll check into that later.
There's something there.
Yeah, just bounced off his fucking chest. One night later, 9 people went to the graveyard carrying lamps, a cross, and a hawthorn stick. They dug up Yuri's coffin and found a perfectly preserved corpse with a smile on its face. Father Giorgio said, "Look, Strigan, there is Jesus Christ who saves us from hell and died for us, and you, Strigan, you cannot have peace." Then they tried to pierce his heart again, but the stick could not penetrate its flesh. After some prayers of exorcism, tried to exorcise this guy too. Stipin Milisnik, one of the villagers, sawed the head off of the corpse. As soon as the saw tore his skin, the vampire screamed and blood started to flow from the cut. According to folklore, peace did finally return to the region after the decapitation.
So that's real.
Yeah, that's real. Because it's in folklore, but it's also in history.
Yeah, because I'm not like, okay. We're like, oh, they just made that up.
They didn't make that.
But they did cut the guy's head off.
Hey, man, I believe victim.
Why the hell
His
not?
wife was assaulted.
Why would they make that up?
Her, yeah.
People started dying. Other people died in the village
that
weren't like coming back to life.
That knocking and then getting them later is interesting. It's almost like
they all knew it was the one guy.
I bet it's like the knock. Then you know what they do? They go check their door. You know what happens when you open it? You're inviting him in. He comes back later when he's already been invited days prior. Comes in. He could already get to his house. He already lived there. He probably was already pre-invited by owning it or whatever. Interesting. Dude, the little bit about exorcism at the end is interesting too. It doesn't come up that often where you're also trying to exorcise it. I am reading a not off topic, I guess. I'm reading a book just called Demon Possession that I got. Got it.
Well, dude, we were talking like this morning about like sleep paralysis and using the name Jesus Christ to like get the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like real. I don't know. I've used it. I think someone else we were talking to said they like have done that too, and it, like I think like I don't know. I don't need to name them, but like they're also like, yeah, man. They're like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know. I like heard it was a thing. I looked up like how to get out of sleep paralysis, and like that was something someone said, and it totally works.
Well, I think it's just if
you're like having a really scary time, just fucking evoke Jesus Christ, and
as long as it's not too powerful a force.
Oh yeah,
I've seen again and again that the cross will just shatter to pieces if something like smiles at it too.
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta.
So
that's what I mean when the vampire comes and says like your new gods can't do shit. Yeah, because it's like that's an ancient force. That's an elemental you're dealing with at this point.
Yeah, it's something further.
Yeah,
but that also might just be an illusion.
Yeah,
they might be trying to convince you that.
Convincing.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Hey man,
better try to. Worked for me. I don't know. My sleep paralysis must have been weak as fuck.
Well, you're strong already. These psychic powers. You probably could have said my name.
I have a pretty like heavy. Like once I believe something, it works pretty well.
That's all it is, right? It's that chaos magic.
Yeah. When you're like so scared, all you can think about is like what you believe in. You go for that,
and then it's just the strength of the belief itself. Yeah. It's like how what's your fortitude with that? You know.
Yeah. That's the other thing I was talking about. Is like belief isn't knowing. It's just like this like power that you have of like it's almost like the imagination mixed with like faith. You're like, oh, I believe, because it's like,
I mean, your thoughts,
it's a powerful magical force.
Thoughts are all coming from this physical plate, like this physical vessel, like
because that's like even this like visualization and like manifestation. You have to like believe it's there already, and then it comes to you eventually. You know what I mean? Because
you're putting it into this physical object, your brain, and then like that's a part of the universe.
You're mantling a thing.
Like, dude, it's chaos magic.
Yeah, dude, that's what it is.
Chaos magic all the way down.
That's belief, baby. Yeah, belief is the core of that, dude.
That's why I like chaos magic is because it's just like most religions, just without any of the fluff.
Yeah, you can just like you can like apply whatever you want to. It's the core skeleton of it, basically.
Definitely. But I will. Yeah, we'll have a full. Well, that's all. Dude, I'm like, I don't know.
That's all, folks.
I'm lost.
Pork and pig over here. It's too loose of an episode.
God damn it, dude. I think we will do an episode on exorcism before the Haunted Harvest is over.
Oh yeah,
I think that'd be great. As the book has some crazy shit, dude. It's telling me about like
exorcisms are like very real.
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's yeah.
There's like video of them. There's like so many accounts of them.
The book specifically I'm reading is like it's through like the Christian lens, right? It's like written from this committee that was brought together in like the 1970s, and it was like a whole like symposium, like 3-day long symposium where all these different religious leaders like had like specific like papers and essays they all like wrote and like studied up, and they all like presented them to each other and like bounced it back. Yeah. And so it's just like a collection of these essays. Basically, it's pretty enlightening. I mean, there's some
heavy shit, dude.
Old fucking magic in there. It's pretty interesting, and a lot of
man,
like Jesus doing exorcism, different like other things too.
No, there's like man.
We'll dig into it.
We'll save really cool exorcism stories. Very like scary.
Yes, that's what I'm looking.
Maybe
for.
Some of the scariest shit.
That's what I'm looking for.
But it's all real. It's super real, dude.
It's so it's just interesting to see that they did just try to pop a quick exorcism on this vampire.
Trying and
didn't work, and instead they cut his head off. Which that also will exercise the demon, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that's gonna like, honestly,
it'll kind of
quit the problem.
It might just release it though into
somewhere else, maybe.
Yeah, it just goes into the next guy like sleeping.
At least peace came there. So I think whatever that was like I got to go to the next town over.
Yeah.
See you.
Well,
nice.
Honestly, we're set, dude.
That was about it, huh?
Yeah.
Vampires,
I have a lot more, honestly, but I like this being kind of freeform. I like that we have been able to have a few different conversations here.
These are fun ones. These are like good, like hauntings. Get some scary like vibes out.
Yeah, just getting everybody thinking
Really
about
good for
vampires
me,
for a while during this season. Watch your fucking
teasing
back.
exorcisms,
dude. Next week.
Exorcism, yeah.
Should do that next week. Yeah.
Exorcism, yeah.
Put it on the schedule.
Exorcisms.
Can't wait.
Exorcisms.
Any final thoughts on vampires? And I promise we will come back to this topic with maybe
vampires
more like
super real.
Yeah, super real.
Don't let them in your house. Psychic vampires, we'll touch that sometime.
We'll touch that. We'll get into
energy vampires, also very real.
Yeah,
we both definitely come in contact with a lot of energy vampires and working with people. It's crazy, dude.
It is.
You always know him. You're like, God, what the hell is going on with this guy? I'm getting completely
sapped right now.
Yeah, I'm getting drained right now.
Yeah, we will save it though. I think there's so much more to talk about this. This is one of the biggest topics in paranormal.
I mean, it might be a thing where we just do. I mean, we can touch it again like this year for sure, but definitely at least an annual vampire episode.
And I hope y'all are getting ready for our annual Headless Horseman Halloween
special.
Yeah,
dude. Oh yeah, dude.
It's gonna be 3 years running at this point.
I can't wait, dude. That's awesome.
Definitely, if you're looking for a spooky time, go check the past Halloween episodes, and anything around that season does well. Thus, we're gonna have a third annual event on the pod.
That's so crazy,
dude. That's crazy. I mean, it might right now, today, day of recording, September 14th. Sorry to break the bubble.
3?
I know this is gonna. We're on. Well, this will be year 2.
Okay. Yeah.
But then that wraps around into it being year 3 by it being by way of time.
Well, because like you got the circle like this, and you just twist it into like an 8.
So that first year was the first year, and then the second year
2 year
was the second one, and then we'll be dipping into the third.
The third.
So
well, because it's like a baby that is like 3 years old is actually like 4. You don't count the 0 year.
That's crazy.
You don't count. First year they're 0, but that's 1.
That's 1.
They start at 0 and then they're 1.
I'm fucking getting so dumb.
So we're all actually a year older because you're 0 and then you turn 1 from 0.
I can't wait to see what we're gonna do for the Headless Horseman special.
Yeah, man, the third running.
It's gotta be like an hour and a half again.
Oh, we're gonna go crazy.
Yeah. But I do invite everybody to go back, check those past ones because they are rather fun.
It might just be this us talk about the same stories.
We're going to rehash it every time.
Same stories.
We're getting better. I know we're getting better.
Yeah, dude. We're going to go deeper.
When we get to that point, let us know if we're getting any better.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. If we're not, subscribe anyway.
This has been fun. Hey, check the YouTube again. I'm still wearing my shirt. It's hot as hell.
Yeah.
Check the Water Glory shirt on Dawson. That's in the merch shop. Someone requested one. I'm going to bring that to you. I know you're listening, so maybe you'll have it by the time you hear this. Because
I changed the design a little bit. You can see the dolphins better on the new design. I lined up the square, so it's more of like a square.
Just like basic creative decisions. And
yeah.
stuff.
But it's different than this one. This is the one and only. But you get them. They're really cool.
Dude, at the bar today, there was like 5 people wearing pumpkin.
Dude, it's awesome.
We got to get them all in a line and start taking pictures. I'm going to start taking pictures of anybody anytime.
There's people that like, it's great.
Oh, hey, if you asked me to order you a large hoodie, I have it. Wrote down the size and not write down the name.
So, approach Travis on that one.
You know
He's got you.
Pumpkin Hill Radio.
Remind us on that one.
gmail.com for anything you want to cover with us. Talk about.
I feel like I know who that is, but I can't remember.
Yeah. Rate us 5 stars. Haven't mentioned yet. 5 stars really helps. Ratings really help us, guys. And I see it every time it happens. So go ahead and rate us and leave a comment wherever you can.
Maximum stars.
Maximum stars, please. If they give 10 anywhere, hit the 10.
Hit 10 stars,
I haven't seen that one yet, though. Maybe on some of those shitty pods.
Yeah, those ones that I've never heard of that we're on somehow. If you're listening from there, 10 stars, please.
iPad just died, so perfect.
All right. Well, that's
it.
it.
Too much of a script the whole time anyway, but... All right, guys.
That's it, guys.
Check the Patreon as well. I already plugged in the beginning, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of The Haunted Harvest at Pumpkin Hill Radio.
Haunted Harvest.
We're getting very close.
Oh, my God.
The season is so upon us.
Oh, my God.
Maybe join us live to, carve pumpkins or something. I'll tell you about that.
Dude, we should do a live pumpkin carving.
That'd be nice, dude.
bash.
Yeah.
Halloween pumpkin carving bash.
Ah,
It'll be a ball.
get ready for that. It'll be a ball. It'll be a gore.
Yeah, we'll get a crew and we'll just set up the camera and go live.
You can join us.
We can get that going.
The lonely hearts out there.
Yeah. Carve a pumpkin with us.
Carve a pumpkin alone with us.
Send us a picture of your pumpkin and we'll talk about it.
If
If enough people send us pictures of their jack-o'-lanterns, we'll rate them.
that's true.
On
If we
pod.
get more than 2, or if we get more than 1,
So,
we'll
yeah.
say who's is better. Or,
This is better than this one. Thanks for sending them in, guys. Hell yeah.
that's awesome. This has been good. This has been a good one. Hope y'all enjoyed.
We should try to do
vampires.
that. We should try to do
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna set some more.
Awesome.
Hey, big stuff coming up for the pod, everybody. I'm working on a
Yeah.
lot of back end details that are gonna pay off in fucking dividends, not money,
Oh,
but
yeah.
just I don't know,
Whatever it ends up
appreciation.
being.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, guys, maybe money.
I love you guys. Bye.
And I'll see you next time, you spooky old werewolves. Vampires.